American Top 40.
Well, the next song in the countdown is by an Englishman, a singer, a composer, a guitarist who's been around since before the Beatles, who's had top chart records in England, but hasn't yet appeared on the American charts. So I guess you'd have to call him an unknown here in the States, except for the fact that he packs the nightclubs whenever he plays engagements over here. Here's his first American chart record. It's at number 35 this week. His name? Cat Stevens. Cat Stevens from England, the hit Wild World, debuting at number 35.
The hits from coast to coast. American Top 40.
Now I have the current smash by a British pop star who's one of the most versatile artists on the chart. During the last 3 years, he's established himself as a major singer-songwriter on both the single and the LP charts in this country. But while he was going to school in London several years ago, his major course of study was art. And today, his talents as an artist are no secret to his record-buying fans, because each one of his albums features a painting or a sketch or a series of illustrations which tell a story or express a philosophical point of view. But his talents don't end there. Back in 1972, he wrote and illustrated a children's book based on the drawing he did for the cover of his album of the same name, Teaser and the Fire Cat. And all of the drawings from that book, along with some additional sketches he did, were made into an animated film, which he shows at concerts while he sings the song that it illustrates, Moon Shadow. His real name is Stephen Dimitri Giorgio, but you probably know him better as Cat Stevens. This week, he moves up to number 6 with Another Saturday Night. Well, that's the third week in the top 10 for Cat Stevens, now at number 6, moving up 1 with Another Saturday Night.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
This next artist in the countdown is in South America right now, where he's doing some writing and visiting some of the underdeveloped countries there. But he's doing more than just observing. He's donating all the proceeds from his recent worldwide concert tour to UNICEF. That's the nonpartisan charity organization that takes care of needy children in the developing countries around the world. Here's Cat Stevens.
Another Saturday night.
Cat Stevens falls from number 6 to number 25 this week with Another Saturday Night.
Casey's Coast to Coast. American Top 40.
Shadoe Stevens on American Top 40. Whatever becomes of pop stars of the past? Do music makers stop living like royalty when the royalties stop? Well, one famous singer of the 70s changed his way of life completely. In fact, this pop star's metamorphosis was so complete that he changed his name and religion. You'll remember him from soul-searching blockbusters in the early 70s like Peace Train, Moon Shadow, Wild World, and Morning Has Broken. I'm talking about Cat Stevens. The English singer-songwriter grew up in a strict Catholic school, but as an adult he began studying Eastern philosophies. At the height of his musical success in the mid-70s, Cat's life took a fateful turn. He told Rolling Stone magazine that he was swimming in the California surf one day when a strong current pulled him away from shore. His life flashed before him, and he told God that he would work in his service if his life could be spared. Immediately, a wave pushed him back toward the shore. His life would never be the same again. In 1979, Stevens became a Muslim and changed his name to Yusuf Islam. 2 years later, he gave away his guitar, his gold records, the works. Now he's 41 years old, he's married, has 5 children, and runs a Muslim school for children on the outskirts of London. The former pop star's goal is to teach others to accept his religion and turn their way into something good. That's our AT40 update for those of you who may have wondered whatever happened to Cat Stevens.
The hits from coast to coast.